bachelorette party. Let's go, girls.
Turn it off. Brock and I were in Nashville for my brother's wedding. We're just waking up. Yesterday was the rehearsal dinner. It was good, but I'm exhausted. We also flew in yesterday, and unfortunately we got rear-ended in a rental car, which is just kind of a mess. So I'm not even going to talk about it. It's going to stress me out. But I started Flawless by Elsie Silver more than a week ago. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I'm a quick reader too. I usually finish books really fast. I don't think I'm going to finish this one very fast. I'm like 60-70% of the way through now. I got through a lot of it on the plane, but I was also kind of sleepy on the plane. So I'm going to probably read a little bit this morning. Then we're in Nashville. So Brock and I might go get some coffee, breakfast somewhere before the wedding tonight. So we're going back to Colorado tomorrow morning. It's going to be a Nashville, Colorado, Arizona vlog because we go to Arizona Wednesday and today is Saturday. And I'll talk about Elsie Silver and the book and the writing and what I think of it probably in the next like few clips, so just stay tuned. But I kind of want to finish it, then I can talk about it, then I want to start Heartless in this video too. So I need to wake up. I also sound like really froggy, so it's Sunday morning. We're going to the airport. Our flight leaves pretty early. We're gonna go grab some coffee. I had a really good weekend. It was my brother's wedding, like I've said probably a million times, and we got some good pictures, but I didn't video anything at all. I did not even read. You know when you're traveling and you feel so sleepy? Like I feel so tired. But I'm gonna read on the airplane. I'm gonna try my best. I hope I don't fall asleep. But I really want to finish Flawless today so then I can start Heartless, maybe even today. So it's funny, this wedding is in Nashville, and my brother's new wife, because the wedding was last night, I will put pictures up on the screen as I'm talking, but my brother's new wife is actually from Oklahoma. Everyone was wearing cowboy hats at this wedding, and I felt like I was in Flawless. So I'm gonna go. We're gonna get coffee, go to the airport, hang out, and then in 2 days we're going to Arizona. So I go back to work for basically 2 days and then go on another trip, which I'm excited for. We are home. Fix the lighting first of all. Is that Nashville shirt? I'm not wearing any pants, so I'm not showing you any lower. Actually, it's a big shirt. I can show you guys. It just says Nashville, Tennessee on the boob, and then cute little boots on the back with like flowers in it. My hair is in the way. I did end up finishing Flawless by Elsie Silver. I started Heartless on the plane, but when I say started, I literally read half of the first chapter. So I'm gonna read a little bit of that, and then I'm actually doing another vlog reading the Addicted to You series by Christina Becker Ritchie, which I picked up Addicted to You over a week ago, and I think I'm like 20 pages in, so I need to read a little bit more of that for the vlog that I'm filming. A little recap on the wedding. Beautiful, such a good time. It's so good to see like family. My family tree is so complicated. So basically my dad was married 3 times and my mom was married 3 times. I have 3 siblings on my dad's side, 2 siblings on my mom's side, and then like quote unquote 3-step on my dad's side also. So like there's a lot of us, and it was one big happy wedding. Brock and I are definitely like I think we're extroverted in certain scenarios, but like in a scenario like that, like I'm extroverted with my family, but when I don't know people or like when it's a big wedding like that, I tend, and so does Brock, we tend to just like ignore everyone unless like we know them, which I know like we should try and meet new people. No, we just didn't want to. So we just hung out like together. We got some really freaking cute pictures. I posted it on my main Instagram, and I posted a little bit on my Bookstagram too. Do I need to do a review on Flawless? I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. For those wondering, I loved it. I think that it's a pretty repetitive like trope and scenario to where like the good type A kind of uptight female like meets the really well-known male who actually isn't as bad as everyone thinks he is, and it just seems very repetitive. Like I would recommend, like, if you've liked Flawless, I would also recommend Mile High by Liz Tom Ford. Like, I like that a lot better. But this one I liked in a different way. Like, I've never read a cowboy romance, and I soaked it up. I loved it. So I am really excited to start Heartless, but I'm not sure that I would say, like, Flawless was my absolute #1 favorite romance ever. I've heard great things. Elsie Silver's writing was wonderful, but it wasn't, like, my all-time favorite romance. I feel like Mile High was a little bit better in my opinion, with the same exact scenario. Like, they both need a woman to, like, help their reputation, and, like, yeah, I don't know, but it was sweet. So hello, I'm packing for our Arizona trip right now. I'm just kind of putting together like some outfits, and I will show you guys the outfits probably the day of, or like the morning of, because I feel like it'll be cool to just like wake up each morning, show you guys my outfits, and then like go to the conference, film a little bit there if I can, and also film some reading updates. So let's do a quick reading update. I started Ninth House, which I didn't plan on, but it became available on Libby, and I love it so far. I think I'm like 20% of the way through right now. So the audiobook is great. I love the 2 narrators, and it's giving me like If We Were Villains, When We Were Villains, that book, the Dark Academia one. That it reminds me a lot of that. And it also kind of reminds me of like Vicious by V.E. Schwab. Like, that's also kind of the feeling I get. It's like this dark, eerie, paranormal-ish kind of book. I don't really want to talk about it right now because I kind of couldn't give you a synopsis. Like, I still don't really understand what it's about. But I'm also 20% of the way through Heartless, which I love. I love even more than Flawless so far. Like, it's so good. It's grumpy sunshine, single dad, definitely worth the hype. Flawless, I keep calling it Fearless. Flawless was good, but I feel like this one is like great, and I know it's gonna be great. So I'm gonna continue packing. I also need to like focus because I need to pair some outfits together, so I'm gonna go. We should stop right there. Arrived at our hotel in Phoenix, Arizona. We're staying at this cute little resort, and I'll show you the room. Okay, so you walk in, cute. We have our own little, it's like a kitchenette, and then a cute little bedroom. I love it. Hello. Also, this balcony is adorable. It's really bright, super cute, but all you see, you can't really see it, it's just the parking lot. Let me show you guys the front. I said I would show you guys outfits. Hey, will you turn that down so I don't get copyrighted? I told you guys I just wanted to show some of the outfits. This skirt is from that Cider website. I really like it, but this shirt, honestly, you could probably find it on like Shein. I'm pretty sure I got it at like an outlet. But this is, what's tonight, babe? Oh, the like opening little banquet of this conference. And like we have to go check in. I'm gonna give a little book update, and Brock can hear it too. Oh, it's bright.
Pale as the pale.
Yeah, pale as the pale. Our flight was at like 6 a.m. so it was super early. The airport's like an hour and a half away from us, so we had to wake up at like 2, get ready, then leave for the airport, and it was kind of rough, I'm not gonna lie, but we were one of maybe 20 people on that airplane. Like, the airplane was so empty. But when we got here, we went to go get brunch, which I think I took a video of. I think I already showed that clip, but like in the background eating yogurt, shirtless.
Yep.
But I did end up getting to read. So Heartless, I don't remember what page I'm on, hold on. 41% through on page 182. I love this one way more than I loved Flawless. And I think Willow reminds me a lot of like, in my head, she reminds me of Rachel, what's that actress's name? Rachel McAdams. But okay, we're gonna go. We have to go check in. Okay, we're all dressed up. I don't remember where my pants are from. I think Shein actually. And then my top is from Cider. And then I got a bow.
I love the bow, it looks pretty on you.
I came back to the hotel room to grab an energy drink. We're on the third speech of this conference and we have one more. And then tonight, I think we're just going to dinner. I think there's some like dance lessons going on, like two-step swing dance kind of thing going on at like 8. We might go to that, but knowing Brock and I, we're gonna be in bed by like 8:15. So I don't know yet. Man, it's just been a long day, but yeah, that's it for now. I'm gonna drink my energy drink because I was getting a little sleepy. I think I'm like 60% through Heartless, which it is just like cheers to Elsie Silver. That's all I have to say. He's putting sunscreen on right now because it's so hot. And we're going to get in and out. We just watched James Clear. He wrote the book Atomic Habits. We watched his like little conference. I would call it's very similar to a TED Talk, but yeah, we're gonna go eat. Slacking on the vlog a little bit. I have filmed a few clips here and there, but I've got this outfit.
In the States, which have more economic freedom and which are...
I just woke up. It is our last day at this beautiful resort. Our flight doesn't leave until like 5 p.m. tonight or 6 p.m. So I'm packing up my suitcase right now. I feel like packing up a suitcase, I never have enough room than when I like packed it here. Like when you pack it to go somewhere, you like stuff it. I'm like stuffing every item of clothing I can into a suitcase. And then the second I go to leave, like now we're leaving to go back home, I have no room in this suitcase. And I'm like, how did I fit all these clothes in here? Let's give a little update on my reading because I know that it's been kind of weird. Like I haven't really vlogged. Like I've been spending a lot of time with like other people and like Brock and just the event here. But oh my God, yesterday I have a story about my Kindle. So I was sleeping in this beautiful hotel bed and I was literally reading and I was falling asleep and I was facing Brock and Brock was like, babe, I'm gonna turn off your Kindle because like you're literally sleeping. So he turned it off and I was asleep. Like I didn't really realize, like I had fallen asleep while I was reading. I didn't realize that he turned off my Kindle and just left it in the bed. He didn't put it on like a bedside table or anything. So the next day when the maids came to change the sheets, I was like, where's my Kindle? Like, and luckily the lady who did our room, she was so sweet. She was like 2 doors down already doing someone else's room. And I was like, she probably picked up my Kindle because it was literally in the bed. Like I don't remember doing anything else with it this morning. Like, so I ran to her and I asked her, I was like, did you see a Kindle in the bed? And she was like, no. So she like went to the sheets and just like shook it out and my Kindle like fell on the ground and I was like, yes. I was like, thank you. I'm so happy that I caught her before she like had left though. Oh my God, that would have been so bad. So anyway, that's just a tip from me. Don't leave your Kindle laying in the bed when the sheets are changed every single day. On page 400, 87% of the way through. So I'll definitely finish it today on the plane or just like in the next like few hours while we're just hanging out. Like it is just everything I hoped and thought it would be. This one, so I gave the last book 4 stars. This one's definitely getting 5 stars. Everything about it, just the attitude, the pining, there's so much mutual pining and like the sexual tension. It's just so good. Like Elsie Silver, if you haven't read from her yet, I totally recommend it. I didn't read any more of Ninth House yet, but I feel like if I finish this one today, maybe like at the airport waiting for the plane or something, then I could like get more of the way through ninth house. But I feel like when you're on vacation, it's hard to like enjoy your time, but also do things like this. Like it's hard to do YouTube for me while I'm like out and about. If this was just a trip for Brock and I, like it was just Brock and I, and it would be different, but we're here for like an event. We were busy, but the event was great. Now that the event is over, I feel like I can talk about it. It's called Level Up. It's for like ages 18 to 30, and it's more so about learning about freedom and flourishing and just life, and how you can have a better life, knowing a little bit more about our history and philosophy. And it was really, really like educational. It was a great little conference, and my aunt and uncle actually, they own it and they run it. So like we were invited because we're family, but also because Brock and I share very similar views. So that is what it was. But I am gonna take a shower, get ready. I think we're gonna have breakfast with my aunt. I don't know what we're gonna do. We might go to a bookstore. We might just head straight to the airport. I have no idea, but I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for tuning in. If this is the last clip, it is. If it's not, then it's not.